I was born in America, gifted from childhood with exceptional intelligence. Scholarships poured in effortlessly. At just 13, I received an acceptance letter from Oxford University, yet I never channeled my brilliance into academics. I majored in horticulture, but spent my college years dealing in tea, selling it to wealthy British upper-class classmates. Gradually, I realized this was my true calling. My focus was clear, navigating every social stratum with ease. Soon I built my own business empire, amassing a fortune worth billions of dollars. Now in middle age, time has dulled my craving for danger. I no longer crave violence or recklessness. I just want to cash out and retire. And I found the perfect successor, Matthew, who also runs a tea business. I plan to sell my hand-built tea empire to Matthew for $400 million. Because my tea business generates $200 million in annual revenue with $100 million in net profit. Matthew wondered how I evaded police scrutiny. I told him that was precisely my genius. I drove to a desolate spot where only a shipping container stood ahead. I opened the container to find only a pile of tools. Pushing aside the table, I revealed the container was merely a disguise. The true cultivation site unfolded before us. From site selection to staff and technology, I handled everything personally. Here we have the world's finest botanists and tea connoisseurs. A $400 million price tag is already a steal. Once the tea trade legalizes, demand will far outstrip supply, yielding unimaginable profits. Annual earnings will skyrocket from $200 million to $20 billion. Or more. Matthew wondered why I'd sell such a lucrative operation. I explained that after years of climbing my way up, my reputation is already established. My hands are stained with blood. Once a new industry becomes legal, the government will intervene. Under government oversight, a clean background is required, something I lack. Sooner or later, I'll be pushed out by the government. Better to retire early. Matthew still tried to drive the price down. I didn't let him. I immediately replied, agreeing to give him some time to consider. But news of my retirement quickly reached others. They were local gangsters whose main operations involved human trafficking and smuggling. Upon hearing I was selling my tea business, seeing it as an opportunity to expand their empire. This man was Joan, an underling of gang boss George. Joan, seeking to replace his boss, tried to contact me privately, but I don't meet just anyone. Someone like Joan wasn't even on my radar. To secure a meeting with me, Joan offered a free shipment of car modification parts worth $100,000 to bribe my wife, Rosa. Out of respect for her, I reluctantly agreed to meet Joan. At the negotiating table, Joan casually threw out an offer, deliberately provoking me. He arrogantly told me to quit now, rather than wait to be kicked out in disgrace. Enraged, I immediately taught him a lesson about not waking a sleeping lion, because a lion that awakens can devour its prey any moment.